Free AI chatbots and LLMs, or is $200 a month worth it? Plus, a Gemini release on its 1-year anniversary. First, we're going to talk about OpenAI introducing ChatGPT Pro for $200 a month and its main selling point. So what are you getting paying that much? ChatGPT Pro includes O1 Pro mode, a smarter, more capable model of the O1 family. It's designed for the power users, the engineers, the researchers, anyone who needs research-grade intelligence to absolutely boost productivity with cutting-edge AI. We can see there are improvements in math, coding, and PhD-level reasoning. OpenAI worked with external expert testers to find more accurate and comprehensive responses. The way they evaluate models for solving a question is by perfection. If the model answers the question correctly 4 times out of 4, this is known as vanilla ice level reasoning, just out here solving problems. Anecdotally, I've seen notes where it stacks up well against Claude 3.5 Sonnet in most categories, including vision, providing an extra 5 to 10% in accuracy, except for coding, where Claude 3.5 Sonnet still excels. As I was editing this video, I came across a tweet for a YouTube video that recommends ChatGPT O1 Pro above Claude, Gemini, and O1 for complicated coding tasks. Otherwise, Claude should be good enough for most coding use cases. It's arguable whether this is worth it, but the main selling point is the scale and unlimited access. With all of this, you might have had the same reaction I had. If you did, ChatGPT Pro probably isn't for you. To me, it wouldn't be worth it to spend $200 a month because I'm probably shy of averaging 10 prompts a day. Instead, I'm using the top Google Gemini AI models for free in Google AI Studio, and that includes Gemini 1.5 Pro. And guess what? For Gemini's 1-year anniversary, Google released a new experimental model with a full 2 million token context window. Compare that to the previous version, the previous experimental model with only a context window of less than 33,000 tokens. The 1-year anniversary model jumped to number 2 overall on the live bench rankings and to number 1 across all domains in the Chatbot Arena LLM leaderboard. You can see it shows significant improvements over the 1121 experimental model, the previous experimental model. Here you can compare the different LLMs side by side. This is at lmarena.ai/. We're going to go back to Google AI Studio and run some tests with the 2 most recent Gemini experimental models. So we're at aistudio.google.com, and in the top right, we'll click on Compare. And this is where we can select our 2 models to compare. So in the left panel, we'll select the 1121 experimental model, and we'll keep the 1206 experimental model for the right panel. Now for the system instructions, we're going to take this approach, telling the model it's a director of growth marketing for a SaaS that can manage all rewards and loyalty accounts. For the instruction, we'll go to the field at the bottom and ask it to create a go-to market strategy for the app. So it looks like they're both giving us good responses, detailed responses, and I'm actually surprised at how detailed these responses are. Even with the 1121 model, the response is much more detailed compared to the test I ran with Gemini 1.5 Flash and 1.5 Pro. You can take a look at that video with the link on the screen or in the description. For Gemini 1.5 Pro, it gives us some of the marketing channels that it'll use, as well as organizing everything in phases, gives us the key performance indicators, budget allocation, as well as a contingency plan. If we go back to our comparison, both models took about 46.5 seconds to complete the response. So taking a look at the response for 1121, it gives us the target audience and an ideal customer profile, detailing what those profiles look like, those characteristics. It provides the value proposition and the key messaging, the marketing channels and tactics to reach that target audience. Then we have the pricing model and monetization with freemium and subscription models. There's the measurement and analytics with the KPIs, analytics tools to use, a plan for iterating and optimization, and team resources. We'll take a look at the response for 1206. I really like this with the executive summary, so you can quickly see what this go-to-market strategy includes. And then we have the product overview, the core features, target audience, as well as phases, early adopters, mainstream expansion, and mass market. Value proposition, competitive analysis, marketing channels and tactics with various phases or stages. Pricing and monetization, the different models, including freemium, subscription, metrics and KPIs to keep track of, a timeline, a budget, and a section for conclusion. Overall, I like the response that the 1206 model produced much better. For the next test, we're uploading this image and asking the models to identify all the items in the image, to list them out as bullet points, and answer how many people are in the image. The 1206 model is a bit faster with its vision capabilities compared to the 1121 model, 5.2 seconds versus 7.5 seconds. But let's take a look at the responses. So for 1121, we have 2 drinks in plastic cups with lids, and it actually infers what the drinks might be. Then it mentions the yellow metal round table with a yellow metal chair and a green cushion on top of it. Then it mentions the paved ground. So it doesn't actually mention the green cushion as a separate bullet point, but it mentions it with the yellow metal chair. And then for the number of people, based on the feet and the legs, there are 2 people in the image. So that looks pretty good. And then for the 1206 model, it's much more simple response. Yellow table, yellow chair with green cushion, 2 clear plastic cups, 2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of shoes with 2 people in the image. So the 1206 model is a bit faster and gives us a response that closely follows the instructions. While the most interesting detail about this comparison is that the 1121 model gives us an inference of what the drinks might be. So this is what's available for free with Google Gemini in Google AI Studio. Are you going to purchase a ChatGPT Pro subscription? Are you going to use Google AI Studio or keep using whatever AI chatbot LLM you're already using? If you found this useful, like the video and leave a comment. If you want more content on AI, workflow automation, and analytics, subscribe to the channel.